Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Funto. I'm a Nigerian living and studying in Moscow, Russia. If this is your first on my YouTube channel, check here for you. If you are a returning subscriber, jingle bell for you. We are in the season of Christmas. I think by the time you guys will be seeing this particular video, it's gonna be Christmas week. Merry Christmas to you guys. Merry Christmas to you. I wish you guys the best in this season. Do not forget to share love. Do not forget to share happiness. Do not forget to smile and give in this season. I love you guys so much. Anyways, that being said, welcome again to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a review of an airline I flew recently. Don't worry, it's not Qatar and it's not Egypt here. And I know this season, you be like, this girl complained about airline last week. What's happening again? I'm complaining about another airline. And this time, it's going to be like my honest and unbiased review of AIRPEACE. If you know AIRPEACE, good. If you don't know AIRPEACE, so AIRPEACE is a Nigerian airline, in quotes, Nigerian flag carrier right now, because we don't have like a country, we don't have like a national flag carrier, but right now AIRPEACE is our flag carrier in Nigeria. The Nigerian flag carrier AIRPEACE was founded in 2013, and it's been said to be the largest and biggest airline in Nigeria, undoubtedly. I think after them, it's IBOM Air. But when it comes to services, I think I would give it to IBOM Air. I hardly hear about IBOM Air cancelling their flight. But we're not talking about them. We're talking about AIRPEACE. AIRPEACE has quite a number of fleets, and they operate within Nigeria and outside of Nigeria. Outside of Nigeria, they fly to the United Kingdom, they fly to Ghana, they fly to Dubai, they fly to quite a number of countries, to be honest, that I cannot place my head around right now. So that is AIRPEACE for those that don't know AIRPEACE. Jasio is a very big person that I respect, considering what he does for Nigeria and Nigerians in and outside of Nigeria. So I respect Dr. Alan Oyema a lot. I see what he does. I appreciate his work. So can that goodness be transferred to the services? So like I said, I'm going to be giving an honest and unbiased opinion or review about the airline called AIRPEACE. So I mean, I went to Nigeria recently, and I landed in Lagos on the 27th of November 2024. And that same evening that I landed in Nigeria, I was supposed to travel to Abuja. I understand you might be like, which kind of earring is that? But it's okay. Do not judge me. But intentionally, because I was trying to be very calculative and I did not want to miss my flight, I decided to go for a 7 p.m. flight from Lagos, Nigeria to Abuja, because I went to visit my sister in Abuja. My flight landed, I think, 4 p.m. and I was able to get to the domestic airport from the international airport at around 5 p.m.-ish. I was able to check in, do everything I had to do, pass through the immigration people. I don't know what immigration was needed for, but it's okay. I passed through there and we sat down. Flight was 7 p.m., right? Me thinking, okay, it's going to be like the last flight for the day. They shouldn't delay, they shouldn't take time. Before I left Nigeria, I used AIRPEACE a lot, and I felt, okay, they've been good to me. Maybe people online are just talking too much. But apparently, we're not talking too much, to be very honest. I just realized that their service had dwindled. It had gone down the drain. Like, it went like this. You get? And I'm of the opinion that maybe because they now have more international routes than when I used to fly in 2021, I think it really affected their domestic services. In the sense that maybe they moved most of their aircraft, most of their fleet to their international trips, which, to be honest, is quite fair, because nobody wants to be slapped with fine of whatever fine they find people that delay, airlines that delay international flights, which is understandable. But I think that they should probably invest into their domestic airlines as well, like domestic aircraft as well. Because tell me why I had a flight for 7 p.m. Nigerian time, and 5 p.m. nothing was being said. I mean, we had checked in, sitting at the place where people sit when they're waiting for their flight. Sorry. We're seated. It was 6 p.m. No announcement. It was 6:30. There was no boarding, because I think ideally there should be a boarding process and add to a flight, right? 6 p.m. nothing was happening. 6:30 nothing was happening. 6:40 nothing was happening. Nothing. They were not communicating to anybody. We're just seated at the lounge, at the lobby, whatever that thing is called. We're seated there, and 7:02 there was a PSA, a public service announcement, that our flight for Abuja was going to be leaving in the next 20 minutes. I didn't even have a problem. 20 minutes is not like a lot of time, to be honest. It was okay with me. 20 minutes, 7:20, it was going to be a 40-minute ride either ways, and then I'm going to get home like around 8 p.m. It was still fine. 7:20, no sign of anybody boarding. 8 o'clock, they came and said, no, 7:24, because I wrote the time down. 7:24, they said our flight that is going to be leaving from Lagos to Abuja is on its way to Lagos. What? You say what? It was fine. So they said by 7:40 would be boarding. 7:40 came, then they said that the plane that is taking us to Abuja has landed, that would be boarding in the next 30 minutes. So 30 minutes came, and then they said they came again, and I think it was just being ridiculous and was so unprofessional for them to just keep coming minutes after the time they had said they were going to fly, which I found very unprofessional and very offensive, because people had other things to do. I, for one, was already exhausted from a 24-hour trip that I had the previous day, because I flew in from Moscow to Lagos, and from Lagos then I was planning to go to Abuja. I was already exhausted, to be honest. I was smelling so bad because I'd not had my bath. So I literally was just waiting, and I'm like, you guys know what? 7:40 is not a bad time. We can still work with 7:40, all right? Because 40 max, I'm gonna be home. All those yigi yaga yaga thingy. And 7:40 came, and they now came and said, oh, the plane is now going to be fueled and whatever, whatnot. Okay, how long is it going to take you guys to fuel your aircraft? Right? We didn't leave Lagos airport till 9 p.m. And it was so absurd, because from that time that they told us that the aircraft was being refueled till 9 p.m. there was no communication whatsoever. And I'm like, that in itself is very unprofessional. I'm very big on communication as a person. I want you to be able to communicate with me. Let me know what is going on. I'm not a witch that I would know what is going on with you guys, with your service, with your aircraft. Let us know what is going on. So we didn't leave until 9 p.m. So that day I ended up getting up like around 10 p.m. ish. And because of the whole disembarking from the flight, getting your bag, doing all of those things, getting a taxi from the airport to my sister's house. Let's say I got home like around some minutes to 11, because it was a messy night. And I'm like, okay, now I've entered, because I bought a return ticket, which if I had known, I wouldn't have done that. So I bought a return ticket, and it was good. I was in Abuja for some days, for a couple of days, and I was supposed to fly back to, to Abuja some days after. But even before the Abuja trip, when we were already on board and we were supposed to fly from Lagos to Abuja, then an air hostess passed a comment. I think one of our colleagues told her to be active and all of that. I don't know whatever conversation they had. And then she screamed, not necessarily, but she spoke out loudly and said, I'm not supposed to be on this shift. Please don't force me to do anything. And I'm like, what exactly is going on here? If you do not want to work, you can tell your boss you don't want to work anymore. Even if you do not want to do that particular work or task they've told you to do at that time, there's going to be an head, they should have an edge, right? That you can report to while on board and say, oh, you don't want to do this shift and all of that. Not screaming in front of your customers, which I found a little bit disturbing, because it speaks a lot about what is going on right inside of the business, right inside of their office. If you can scream like that in front of your customers, it speaks a lot about you. And we boarded. The entertainment was very poor. It was the service, the air hostess service was very poor. You wanted to give water, you even splashed water on a customer that was seated. I don't know what it is. And I've read a lot of things about AIRPEACE online, especially on Twitter, and their dirty and unprofessional behavior. But I did not think it was going to be that appalling. So I was going to leave Abuja back to Lagos because I had a wedding for Saturday. Was it Friday or Saturday? I had a wedding the following day. And then I got to the airport the following day thinking, okay, because they had moved my flight, I should not experience what I experienced going from Lagos to Abuja. It should be a seamless flight, right? It wasn't the case. My flight for that day was scheduled for 12 noon. And it was scheduled for 9 a.m. actually. And we did not leave the airport till 2 p.m. The wedding I was going for was going to start at 12 noon and was going to end at 8 p.m. So leaving Abuja at 2 p.m. was already exhausting for me. Then, so from 9 a.m. that they had moved, they've been moving the flight to 2 p.m. And if you were in the hall that day, it was very, very stuffy because a lot of people that AIRPEACE had moved their flights to that day, or those that they had moved their flight from like earlier flights to like that afternoon as well, were seated in the hall. And it was very clumsy. Like an expatriate that was flying from Abuja to Lagos at a point lost his character. It was shouting. It literally almost dragged this woman's neck. Like, what is wrong with you people? You guys cannot move like a flight from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It was quite ridiculous because they were not even communicating. I think that was what pissed a lot of people off because they were not communicating to us. And we shall landed in Lagos. We landed in Lagos. Same thing as when we're going to Abuja. The in-flight service was also very poor. And I was not thinking, what is the criteria for giving some airlines the best airlines? Because you cannot be the best airline in Africa and be acting like that. Or maybe you have a better service that you render to your international customers than the local customers. I don't know what is going on, to be honest. And I think AIRPEACE should actually work on their timing. If you know you are not going to fly at a particular time, do not schedule a flight to leave for that time. It doesn't make sense when people have plans for their life, for their time, for everything they are doing, and then you keep moving their flights. It's okay if you delay flight for 20 minutes. It's okay if you delay flight for 40 minutes. It happens to the best of the airlines. But ours, without communication, I don't know. It's quite appalling. I don't know what experience you have with airlines. I don't know what experience you have with AIRPEACE. Let me know in the comment section what experience your bad experiences with airlines recently, or like any other time that you flew with any of these airlines. Let me know in the comment section. That brings us to the end of today's video. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, like my video, share, comment, and turn on your post notification bell to get notified every time and anytime I post a new video. Bye guys.